So this is Guy. I'm in Kelowna with Maytawee. She's been very kindly hosting me at the end of my little world tour with the PyraLight Pad, which is the first time we've taken the pad out into the world. So Maytawee, I gave you the pad to lie down with. Maybe would you explain a little bit about what you're about to go on a journey and what happened?
I'm about to travel on a long journey for about 16 days. And my body has been going through a lot of changes. And what my concern was this morning was when my urine was very dark, like a very dark brown yellow. And I went to the doctor and they said my adrenals had shut down and it's quite serious. He kind of influenced to stop me from traveling. And I came back from the doctor and came to you, Guy, and just said, you know, I'm not doing too well. And you said, why don't you lie for 30, 40 minutes with the pad and just see what happened. So I did that, and the very first thing that happened was I could feel in my head like as if there were these little amoebas in my head twisting and turning and readjusting, or like puzzle pieces taking a different shape and then going into a more harmonious shape. It wasn't uncomfortable, it was just like something was moving from, I just had a neck adjustment. Wow, that felt really good. And I just came off the pad, so I'm very raw right now. Literally, I think I've been on for about an hour. And once that adjustment happened, my body seemed to relax a little bit, enough that I think I fell asleep. Then I woke up and I was told by my body to kind of move it from my chest area, where I was holding it like this, down to my belly area. And as soon as I did that, there was huge amounts of gurgling, and it felt like little things opening up, like as if there were valves opening up or something. Lots of gurgling in the belly. And the pressure in that area seemed to lighten up. And then I think I fell asleep again. And then I woke up and again I felt guided to move it more to my head. So I put it under the pillow at the head area, and I could feel, and I thought it was going to affect my head, but it actually affected this rush in the body, and it felt like a figure 8, like as if it rushed from the feet and came across the body, over my head, crossed back over the body, back down to the feet. And it was doing that, but I didn't feel like out of it or anything. I just felt like this flow, like a warm bath or something like that. There was like this flow. And I think I fell asleep again, but when I woke up, I felt like I needed to go to the toilet. And I urinated, and it was a beautiful, very clear, just a little bit of yellow, completely clear. I feel quite still inside, very calm, energized, and really clear that I'm ready to travel and everything is okay.
Wow. So I know you're going to Portugal for 2 weeks and you're going to be with Muji.
Yes.
When you went to lie down, I was concerned. I didn't know you'd been to the doctors, but I could see how grey your skin was. You were not looking good. But we had just drunk some structured water made by the pad. So would you like to talk about that?
Oh, thank you. Yeah, before I lay down, I have beautiful filtered water at home here. And Guy had the insight to put it on the pad and let it be there for 10 minutes. And so we drank the water from the filtered water, the good healthy water from there, and it was beautiful. And then we drank the water that was on the pad, and it was unbelievable. I could feel it in my body, like our friend Rogan had said, it was like softer, or it was more inviting to be integrated into the body. And so that's kind of what it felt like. But I was still in that state, so I didn't know. But I did drink a huge glass, like probably about 8 ounces of water before I lay down.
So the pad was working on the inside with the structured water you drank from it, as well as on the outside. And it was during my practice this morning, I heard I have to put the pad, I use the pad for the water to see if it's structured. I was told to do that just before you came down. So what an amazing journey, and I'm so glad you can go and on your travel.
I'm so thankful. You know, sometimes things like this I don't think much of, because there's a lot of things out there. I do have a very big connection to Ajna Light, because I've been using that for a long time as a practitioner. But I wasn't thinking too much of this, but I trust you immensely, and I know your wisdom is vast with things like this. I wasn't expecting too much change, maybe enough to get a little energized, but I had no idea that I was going to have what I consider a kidney change, because I know what my body was like an hour before that, and I know what my urine was like an hour before that, and what it is now. My body feels clean, and myself again, maybe even a little more energized.
Well, your face, the colour of your skin is beautiful. I mean, it really changed from that grey colour. You know, like we saw with Bonnie. Yeah, same thing. It was, Bonnie changed in 20 minutes from being grey to being full of light, you know, beautiful colour. Same thing for you. Your eyes are nice and bright.
Yeah, and what I love most of all, maybe because I'm getting more sensitive in my own body, but it felt tender. It's not aggressive in any way. It's very sweet. It's very tender in the body and in my feelings. And this is, I'm just so thankful right now. I feel really ready to continue on my life in the journey that I want to do in a healthy way. And it's so lovely. It's natural. It's myself. You know, and
wow. You've just been through a miracle. That's the first time we've tried, because this is all very new. I mean, I just made the first pads about 3 weeks ago, ready to sell, and been testing them for 2 or 3 months before that on myself, and I know my body loves it. But to see you, I had no idea you were in that place. But back to where you were and better, just in that time. And what I noticed yesterday, I said to you, just lie down with the light, and or sit with the light. And it's like 2 or 3 minutes you were running around doing everything. So that's why I insisted. And everyone came from downstairs, so you were left alone.
yes.
And then your body did the right thing, and it did everything that was needed. It was so great.
Something you said to me that had triggered me to pay attention in this way, that you said at the talk last night, and you said, I first take care of me.
Yeah, I always do that. And you're a wonderful caretaker, but the tendency is always give it away, run around for everyone else. And everyone, your staff here is so happy that you took that time for yourself. And
so thank you.
Well, thank you for sharing, because I know when you came down, this is an emotional minute, but it's so valuable to capture this for other people.
Yeah, the emotion isn't a sadness or a disorder. It's just
it was genuine,
pure joy.
It's amazing.
And gratitude.
Yeah, no, thank you for sharing from the heart.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you.